sure you don't want to walk in my shoes, like a bad gout at the moment. I picked the title basically because it's something that old guys like me know very well, because Elvis Presley made a feature song of it in 1970. But basically it's an idiom that we all think of when we don't want people to criticise ourselves because maybe they're jumping to the gun and they really should walk a mile in my shoes before they judge me. But I take it one step further, because in technology circles, you really need to understand that your vision is a tunnel vision, that you really don't know exactly what people see you doing. You have, well, you know, your parents are to blame, actually, I'd say, but your upbringing, you have a rather stilted view of life, and a lot of the things that you do in business and in research and development and design are all based around what you think things are. So I teach people, and I've been doing it for years. IBM used me for years to teach them how to actually put themselves in other people's shoes before they make a decision, before they approach anybody. It comes down to, I might have the best mousetrap, but farmers with 10,000 mice per hour don't want a mousetrap. You know, you might think that you'll sell heaps of them in the country, but you won't sell a single one. It's because you didn't put yourself in the shoes of the farmer and realise that it's of no use to them. But you take that a step further. It comes to software. You design an app for iPhones, and unfortunately, what you've done is design something that 3 or 4 or 5 or 20 versions already exist, written by other people. You didn't know that because you live in your own little world. You didn't actually put yourself in the shoes of someone out there who is using apps all the time, who realises that there are 20 different versions to choose from. So I take it that we've got to train ourselves, and it takes years to train. We've got to train ourselves to switch off our own bigotries, because I call them bigotries, they really are. I particularly don't like a few things, and I have to switch that off because the people I work with do those things. So I just switch off and say, okay, I'm living a life here where internally I'm me, externally I have to deal with everybody else's opinions of what's going on. And it comes back to success in business. In Innovyz, we run courses where over 9 months we have at least 25 and up to 30 mentors come into the groups, talk to the companies that we're helping, and give them that other point of view. They can't do it themselves because, like I said, it takes years to train yourself to forget your own bigotry. I want to know what Adam thinks, but I haven't got a clue. I'd have to sit down and talk to him for a couple of hours, try and work out what he sees in electronics. You know, I designed colour televisions back in the 70s, and it's so different to what happens today. And I would say that Adam may think that it's all ancient history, or maybe belongs in a museum, but I don't know, because I don't know Adam at all. So what we have to do is take other people's opinions as guides to realise that things aren't exactly as we see them. And in Innovyz, for instance, we start with a mentor group at the beginning of our course, which overemphasises the things that are wrong with a company's strategies, things that are wrong with the company's product, things that are wrong with the company's management. We do that to shock people into realising that their point of view is not the only point of view. We then quietly bring them back to earth over the next 9 months, and at the end of 9 months they become very much aware that the world out there wants what they've got, but in a different format. So many people pivot their ideas to suit the market once they realise what the market really is. So walking a mile in my shoes is something that maybe you should think about every day. You sit at a business meeting and there's 5 people around you. Everyone has a different idea of what you're doing. Every single person sees it differently. And it's a really an amazing boost to your success rate by working out and just absorbing, listening, working out what point of view they have. Because then you can take that into account when you actually open your mouth and say something. Those kind of things are extremely important, but in technology, super important. I've seen so much electronics being designed that didn't have a market because the people thought it was the better mousetrap. They went out there and designed something fantastic without actually asking other people what they thought. So walking a mile in my shoes, it's just something that is simple to remember. Put yourself in other people's circumstances and realise that what you see is not what the world sees.